Despite Barkley's questionable reputation and his recurring weight problems, the Philadelphia 76ers made him the 5th pick in the 1984 draft. And as he began his rookie season, Charles quickly displayed the ability that had caught the Sixers' attention.
It was just his amazing strength and explosiveness, even at that time weighing around 280 pounds. And you'd say to yourself, wow, this guy could be, something special.
But though Charles played with raw passion, he seemed unable or unwilling to discipline his talent.
Charles's first year was quite an experience. Charles would act up. Charles wouldn't run back to half court. Charles was very difficult, to say the least.
It seemed as if Charles had once again fallen into the rebellious trap that he had struggled through at Auburn. But now, he would have veteran center Moses Malone, one of the NBA's hardest workers, to provide him with an example.
You could see that Charles wanted to be great, but he didn't want to work at it. So I said, Charles, things you got to do, it's not going to come easy because right now you're into pro ball, you got a lot of great athletes. So what you got to do, get the attitude and get mean and get aggressive and come play every night.
Under Moses' tutelage, Charles learned to tap his vast well of natural ability.
Up until then, I had never worked hard. I just played the game strictly on talent. He taught me how to work hard. I got in really good shape, and I'm just watching him and learning from him.
As he began his second season, Barkley saw Moses' lessons begin to pay off.
Barkley's there, gets it again, reverse left hand by Barkley. Here's a bad pass, it might get out of hand, not before Charles gets it. Bingo. It's just a question of Charles wanting it more than Dan Roundfield.
He got believing in himself and he got believing in what he could do. And he went to another level.
Just as Barkley was beginning to mature as a player, however, he would be thrust into a demanding new role.
At the age of 24, the mantle of responsibility had fallen on him. Doc was gone, Moses was gone, Bobby Jones was gone, and it was Charles Barkley's team.
It was a challenge that stoked Barkley's competitive fire. Responding with a vengeance, he would take his game to another level and take the league by storm.
Charles just taking over now.
Oh, what a pass!
Oh, that's the pass of the year. That's the finish. Gotta finish.
Oh, what a rejection by Barkley! What a play! What a play!
Here comes Charles down the lane. Goodbye.
Physical. The guy's just relentless.
So here's Barkley now, going to go in by himself.
Gets the offensive rebound and slams it.
I think he intimidates everyone.
Barkley, the move, and a foul.
He's just unstoppable.
Bull taps it once and can't make it. Charles looks like he's just determined to take over this game about as authoritatively as you can. He went. Whoops. The sucker play by Barkley. Does it work?
Yes. Oh,
Charles was now dominating opponents and doing it in an entirely new way.
Charles is on the run again. 2-on-2 behind his right by Ellis.
Here you had a power forward in a small forward's body with guard instincts, and there's never been a player that I can remember that combined all of that.
he's bringing the house down.
Barkley had become one of the league's marquee stars, and no one was enjoying it more than Charles himself.
Charles is a fun-loving guy, and a big part of his success, I would say, is fueled by emotion.
That's what I'm talking about. The ultimate entertainer. That's what he can do best.
He is really a different guy. His elevator doesn't always go to the top.
Both on and off the court, Charles was now the center of attention.
World's highest paid cat.
This is called Yeah, Alabama. Go roll to victory. Here, just tried. Your Dixon's football pride, Crimson Tide.
Charles at heart is an entertainer. He enjoys being in the limelight. He enjoys being a celebrity.
Comegys winds up in the cheerleading section, and Barkley too. He doesn't want to get up.
There's an intelligent man.
And whether he was playing to fans or reporters, he rarely disappointed.
What's the most important thing you have to do next game?
Score more points than they do.
All you have to do is ask Charles Barkley a question, kickstart him, and he's on his way, and he's honest.
Well, we don't have a lot of plays. Only plays we got is get the ball to me somehow.
With his no-holds-barred approach to celebrity, Charles had become one of the most distinctive superstars in all of sports and had achieved a level of fame that even he never dreamed of. But with all of his accomplishments, there was still something missing. Since taking over the team's reins, he had been unable to find postseason success. It was a void that had begun to take its toll.
Charles cares. Despite all of that outward bravado and all the charisma that flows out of Charles, within is an intense athlete who cares, who has pride, who wants to be successful.
And as the 1990 season began, it was clear that Charles was more determined than ever to bring playoff glory to Philadelphia.
You know, he wanted the game on his shoulders. He unlike some other players that, that aren't comfortable with the chips on the line and the gun staring, at them. I mean, he thrives on that.
7 seconds left. Charles is going to drive from there. Little 18-footer. Go! What a play by Barkley.
There were games when he needed to stop people and play good defense. He did.
Dominique Wilkins to the other end. Spin move, scoop shot, offensive foul. Philadelphia has the lead on the ball with 3 seconds left.
But as important as his personal heroics was his ability to instill the team with his own spirit.
His desire to win made me get it, and then we started having a lot of fun winning, and then in turn winning, you act like a kid, you have a good time.
Did he finish that baby or what? And Charles just in ecstasy.
Barkley, 1, 2, 3, triple bogey. And the foot stomp.
When you're winning.
Yes, sir.
Feeding off Barkley, the Sixers ran roughshod over the lead and enjoyed doing it. Piling up 53 wins and capturing the team's first Atlantic Division title in 7 years, they surged through the season on an emotional high.
Sixers will set up for the final shot. AC Green and Charles Barkley. Charles with room. Griffin, score it, and a foul.
And as they entered the postseason, Barkley's sights were set on nothing less than a march to the finals.
He felt at that time that was the most talented team that he had around him, and this was his chance in Philly to get there.
In the first round, the Sixers began their playoff quest in style.
3-on-2. Barkley just about took the rim right out of the backboard.
As Barkley led them past the talented Cleveland Cavaliers.
Here goes Charles. Great play.
That'll do it.
This team is too good to worry about one series. We're going to Chicago feeling like we can win.
Confidently heading into the second round, Barkley and the Sixers looked forward to facing another up-and-coming young team. A victory against Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls seemed like it would be the perfect stepping stone to establishing the Sixers' supremacy in the East. But it was not to be. Ambushed by a Chicago team that seemed suddenly to be coming into its own, the Sixers would manage to win only a single game.
Takes it all the way to the rack. Oh!
Barkley's high hopes had been dashed, and Charles himself was left all but broken-hearted.
I'm disappointed and frustrated right now. I can't even put it into words how bad I feel right now. It's that bad. Most of the people out there, they don't understand. They think it's just a game you play. This is your job, and you really care about winning and losing.
Chicago would go on to win a championship the very next year, but Philadelphia would never recover. Injuries and ill-fated trades would disband the group of players that had achieved such special chemistry, and Barkley could only watch in frustration.